we're going to end it in a few minutes here, but thanks for sharing your story.
Of course.
For anyone else, like the younger athletes, anyone that you have talked to, that's looking to kind of pull from your journey, what's some of your messages or words of wisdom that you can pass on to the younger generation, whether they're playing sports or not?
If I had to, kind of bottle it all up, first and foremost, is just control what you can control. Mm-hmm. Don't fixate on the problem. Mm-hmm. Fixate on the solution, right? And working around whatever obstacle is in your way, because it's never going to be perfect. It's never going to go exactly how you plan it in your mind, but that adaptability and flexibility is always what's going to make you successful. Also being able to realize that through athletics, however far you make it, they say that it takes 10,000 hours to become a professional at whatever it is that you do. What I've come to realize after making my transition into, the real world and, now working a job and, having a family, it's that a lot of times athletes, we've put in our 10,000 hours and a lot of those things translate and transition into everyday life.
Yes.
Not just football in particular, but a lot of sports and a lot of athletics. You can take those disciplines, that preparation towards anything in your life, and just those experiences and, having to deal with obstacles and deal with things that people that don't play sports don't always have to work through. Taking those experiences into the rest of your life, is invaluable.
Yes. That is a great message. And I mean, I can tell that you definitely take all of that into your life, your professional career. And I mean, a lot of, like you said, not only the lessons, but a lot of good has come out of your journey.
Absolutely.
You got your scholarship, right? You got education paid for. You have your degree. I believe it's in finance.
I actually have two.
Two degrees. What's your degree?
So finance and marketing.
Finance and marketing, right? And then, I mean, you have a great job. And congrats, by the way, on your newborn son that was born last year, right?
Yes.
I can't believe time is flying by that quickly. But, there's a lot of these lessons, I think, for all the athletes, and we hate to put it this way, but sports eventually comes to an end.
Absolutely.
You can be around sports, but your playing career competitively is going to come to an end eventually. But all of the experiences, all of those hours you put in, everything you learn, no one can take that away from you, no matter how your career played out. And if you can use all of those lessons and transfer them into whatever you're going to do next, I mean, we see it all the time. That's what makes people very invested in new things, very passionate about pursuing new things. And that's really what it's all about, just trying to do what you can. And like you said, use all of those lessons later on in life too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's important for perspective to make sure you always keep perspective on things. Sports is a very, very small fraction of your life. And when you're growing up and you're an athlete and your dream is to make it to the highest level possible, it can seem like the end of the world when that doesn't happen. And sports is everything for you in that section of your life. But there's so much more to life, and there's so many more things that are out there. And, it's not the end of the world if you don't make it. I thought it was at one point. Some of the lowest times of my life were, after I didn't make it. But if I figured it out, anybody can figure it out. And, just taking those lessons that you learn and applying them into the next phase in life, and just trying to find that passion the same way that you were passionate about sports.
Yes.
And be able to chase that new dream. And you can still be successful, and you can still write your success story the way that you want it to be written, even outside of sports.
Yes. That's a great message. And, everyone listen to this over and over, because, I mean, it applies to anyone, no matter where you are in your stage in life. So, I mean, thanks so much, though. I know we still had a lot of other things we wanted to talk about, but we'll leave it for next time. But I really appreciate you coming down to take the time when you're here just for a short time But
No
overall,
brainer. It's automatic.
Overall, I mean, I really appreciate this, and thanks so much for everything. And we wish you, everything in your professional career, with your family, and all of that. And one of these days you'll have to move back home.
I hope so.
Yes.
I hope so.
But
sooner rather than later.
Sooner rather than later, yes. But thanks so much for joining us, Tim.
I appreciate you having me. It's been an honor.